So this video will be about the 2017 Mr. Olympia runner-up Big Ramy in a comparison between his physique at the 2013 New York Pro and the 2017 Mr. Olympia. Weighing around 300 pounds on stage, Big Ramy is one of the biggest bodybuilders in history. This athlete has some incredible genetics that enable him to present himself as a serious contender to win the gold. His wide chest, lats, huge arms, tight midsection, and his incredibly massive legs are among his powerful assets. His front lat spread pose is easily among the most dominant ever. He makes use of the width of his wide frame to show his wings-like lats. The pose also shows how massive and separated his thighs are. There are symptoms of gyno at the 2013 New York Pro, which obviously have been fixed later on. His side chest shows how developed his upper physique is. His midsection is tight, and his glutes and legs are highly conditioned and separated. You can notice that he managed to add size to his rear delts, as we can see in the picture from the 2017 Mr. Olympia. His back poses are no less impressive than his front. Although he is considered among the most huge bodybuilders, but his back is still ripped and conditioned. His huge shoulders perfectly connect with his lats, his traps are ripped, and his lower back is no less amazing, with his ripped glutes and hamstrings. His back lat spread shows how wide his lats are. People compare him in this pose to the likes of Dorian and Ramy. Despite the fact that he is incredibly huge, yet you can still see how ripped his glutes and hamstrings are, which shows that he's been trying his best to nail his conditioning to prove that he is worthy to win the gold. His abs and thighs pose shows his ripped six-pack abs. His waist is wide, but it doesn't look that wide because he has wide shoulders and lats, which give him an impressive V-taper. His thighs are oversized, especially when comparing them to his calves. His legs are widely considered among the greatest ever, along those of Tom Platz, Jay Cutler, and Ronnie Coleman. He likes to hit the most muscular pose with his hands on his thighs. This pose shows his wide chest, explosive shoulders, ripped midsection, and massive legs. In my opinion, Ramy at the 2013 New York Pro was no less impressive than he was last year on the Olympia stage. Yes, he was smaller years ago, but maybe he was better conditioned. I think it would be a good idea to focus on how to reach his best conditioning ever and not about how to get bigger. Phil's conditioning is one of the reasons why he keeps defeating his rivals, so it could be a matter of genetics after all. We don't want Ramy to risk his health in order to defeat Phil, because whether he became Mr. Olympia or not, he will always be remembered as one of the most formidable bodybuilders in this era. This recent photo shows Ramy's physique in his preparations for the 2018 Mr. Olympia, and he looks impressive. The wide and the full chest, the huge shoulders and the massive arms. Just imagine this hulking physique after getting ripped and conditioned to compete on stage. Wouldn't this be enough to defeat Phil? The answer will come in less than 2 months from now. That was all for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching, and have a nice one.